Hi guys, welcome to Shumit's math program. If you are a student of class 11th or 12th, if you are appearing for JEE main or JEE advanced, or you want to improve your mathematical skill, please watch this video. In last videos, I discussed a set of processes and systems that will make you a pro in competitive exams. The objective of the program is to make or improve your core competence in mathematics so that you can achieve your dreams, that is getting admission into a premium engineering college or IIT. Please subscribe to the channel and watch other videos. In this video, I am going to discuss about limits, especially the one of sine theta by theta when theta approaches 0. We know that when theta approaches 0, sine theta by theta approaches 1. We use it very extensively in many applications. In this video, I am going to prove that sine theta by theta approaches 1 when theta approaches 0 using concepts of geometry and limit laws. So please enjoy this. Let us draw a section of circle with radius 1 unit with center at O and central angle theta. A and B are the initial and terminal points. Let us join the points A and B. Let us draw a perpendicular from B to OA as BC. Now segment OA is equal to segment OB is equal to 1 unit. And arc AB is equal to line segment OB into theta, as theta is measured in radians. And since OB is 1, so arc AB becomes theta. And BC is equal to OB sine theta. Again OB being 1, BC becomes sine theta. Now in the triangle ABC, AB is the hypotenuse. So AB is greater than BC, or we can say BC is lower than AB. And line segment AB is smaller than the length of the arc AB. Hence, sine theta, which is equal to BC, is less than theta, which is equal to the length of arc AB. So sine theta by theta is less than 1. Now let us go to the next part. Here in this figure we have done two things. We have drawn a perpendicular on point A which meets extended line OB at point D. Hence AD is equal to OA tan theta, and OA being 1 is AD becomes tan theta. Now let us divide the sector OAB, that is the section of the circle OAB, into three parts. Let us take one of these parts, OPQ, as shown here, and let us extend OP and OQ, and let us say this extended lines intersect AD at point R and S. Now we will draw a parallel to PQ from point R which intersects OS at T, as shown in the figure. So here now RT is parallel to PQ. Hence RTO, angle RTO is equal to angle PQO. Please look at angle PQO is one of the equal angles of the isosceles triangle OPQ.
since it is an isosceles triangle and angle Q and angle P are equal, so angle PQO less than 90 degree. Now, if angle PQO less than 90 degree, that means angle RTO is also less than 90 degree. But we see that angle RTS is supplement to the angle RTO. Since RTO is less than 90 degree, angle RTS will be more than 90 degree. Now let us look at this triangle RTS where angle T or angle RTS is more than 90 degrees. So in the triangle RTS, the side Acer is greater than the side RT. So side Acer or RS is greater than the side RT, and RT is greater than the line segment PQ. So RS greater than RT greater than PQ. So if we add all these line segments, that is AP, PQ and QP, and if we compare with the corresponding line segment AR, RS and SD, we'll find that AR plus SR plus SD is greater than AP plus PQ plus QP. But what is AR plus SR plus AD? It is AD. So AD is greater than AP plus PQ plus QP. So in this case, we have divided the section of the circle, the unit circle, in three parts. Imagine we have divided the same section in many small parts, and let us denote the sum of the small such like segments joining the 2 points of the section, like example PA, PQ. So these segments, there will be many such small segments, and let us call ln is the sum of the lengths of all these segments. So we can say that AD is greater than ln. But what is ln? If we divide OAB into very many large numbers, that is n tends to infinity, then ln will become the RKB. So we can say RKB is less than the line segment AD. Now RKB we know theta, and we know AD is equal to tan theta. So we can say tan theta is greater than theta. Now let us look at the figures again. Now we have got sin theta by theta less than 1, and we have got theta less than tan theta. Now when we say theta is less than tan theta, it actually means theta is less than sin theta by cos theta, or cos theta less than sin theta by theta. Now these two inequalities, when we add together, it becomes cos theta less than sin theta by theta less than 1. Now we know when theta tends to 0, cos theta tends to 1, and the right hand side, which is 1, will be 1 when theta tends to 0. Now sin theta by theta is between two numbers, cos theta and 1, and both of them are approaching 1. So sin theta by theta will approach towards the same value. This is as per the sandwich theorem of limits. So as per sandwich theorem of limits, sin theta by theta will be 1, as both the sides, the left hand side and right hand side, are approaching 1. Hope it is understood.
If you have enjoyed this video, please like it and share it. and subscribe to the channel. I shall continue to bring out new concepts. Please continue to watch. And for any clarification, you are welcome to reach at shumit.iitkgp.imb@gmail.com. Thank you very much for watching this video.